My name is Josh Massey. I'm the park manager here at Trace State Park. This is the second largest park in the state. We're 2,500 acres. Our lake is just shy of 600 acres. We got 76 campsites, 8 cabins, 35 miles worth of ATV trails. We have 14 miles worth of mountain bike and hiking trails. And we also have 2 disc golf courses. One's a pro course, a professional course, and one's more of a beginner course. The total of that is 29 holes, and we're actually looking at putting in another 18-hole course soon. But we have many people from all over the country come and visit us here. In fact, all over the world. We have people come from Australia and Germany, and we've even had some from Japan, and they just come and enjoy on their way through the state. Part of our job is to be stewards of the state for the people who's coming in from out of state or out of country. Of course, we're also here to provide a good, safe place for our local people. We are actually located between Tupelo and Pontotoc off of the 2-lane Highway 6. 8 miles either direction. You go west, you go to Pontotoc. You go 8 miles east, you go to Tupelo. Everything we have is reservable. Of course, you need to call our office to make reservations. You can call our office to ask us any questions about anything on the park. We are more than happy to help you with what you need to know, or provide any kind of information for you. Our office hours are 8 to 5 every day, including weekends. The only 2 days we're ever closed is Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. I have boating here. This guy, he's going out. I'd almost say he's looking for crappie, trying to find them so he can do a little trolling. We got crappie out here. We got brim, bass, catfish. In fact, just the other Saturday, I measured a 16-inch crappie. That's the largest one I've seen come out of this lake since I've been here for 16 years. There's some big fish coming out right now. We did restock it once we rebuilt the levee and got the water back. We put in brim, bass, crappie, and catfish. So there is a good stock of fish in the lake now. We also have other wildlife, like we've got a nesting pair of eagles that are coming out. They've been here about 10 years, and they've raised at least 1 eagle each year. And a few years ago we found one. Something had happened to him. We don't really know what, but myself and one of the game wardens, we captured it, and he took them down to the Raptor Rehab Center down at the Jackson Zoo. And about 8 months later, he was fine. They brought him back up here, and in fact, we just released him, not just right over there on the point, probably not 50 feet from here. And he's still flying around every now and then. He was, a good 6 inches, 7 inches taller than his parents when we turned him loose. In fact, me and my little boy, we were out on the boat the other day, and we saw the nesting pair lit up in one of the trees just down off the point. So they're still around the park, and they're still raising at least one little one every year. We've got a bunch of hawks out here. In fact, I found a hawk nest the other day when we were fishing. Deer are abundant on this park. I would say I saw one of the biggest deer I've ever seen this year on this park walking during the winter. Big 12 point, if he would probably be a easy 150, 160 class deer. Huge deer. In fact, they're just about like pets around here. They like to come in just within yards of you. They don't care you're here or not. Of course, we got raccoons and possums and foxes. Got a bunch of red foxes hanging around. We used to have some red squirrels, the fox squirrels, but I hadn't seen many of them lately. I think the gray squirrels have kind of pushed them back off the park a little ways. I saw some just down the road off the property, so they're not far. But you'll find wildlife all over this place. That's another part of our job, is we take care of the wildlife. We make sure they have a good, safe place to raise and to live, and we always check for, make sure we don't have any injured animals or anything like that. If we do, of course, we'll call a conservation officer or a rehabber that can come out and maybe try to take care of it. we also have a stringer of bass that was caught out of here. It's actually quite famous. In our office is 10 bass and it weighs 63.78 pounds. It was caught by one guy in one day. And we have people come from all over the country actually asking about that stringer. This area that we're standing in right here, this is our primitive area for tent camping. It does not have water or electric. So if you have tents, you won't come out and just kind of rough it. This is a good place right here to do it. We have picnic tables and grills and little fire spots and garbage cans at each spot. As long as you're in this particular area, we don't have a designated campsite, just you have to be in this area. Now if you look over my shoulder, you'll see across the lake we have cabins also, and they're fully equipped. We have linens and all your utensils and everything you need to come and stay for a weekend. In fact, I tell a lot of people all you need to bring is something to wear and something to eat. We got 8 cabins. All of them have docks that you can pull up behind your cabin and dock your boat at the pier, or you can fish off of it. Had quite a few good fish being caught off those little piers actually. There's also, you can't really see it, but just on the other side to my left is a little 12-acre lake. If any of y'all have come out and done our catfish rodeo, that's where we do our catfish rodeos. We haven't done one in the last couple of years due to COVID, but I'm hoping maybe next year, the year after that, we can get back to doing our catfish rodeos. We always have a good time, a good turnout with those. I think our largest catfish rodeo, we had 136 kids fishing in it. And the last one we did, our big fish was almost 5 pounds. It was a really nice catfish. Needless to say, they won the big fish category. But anyways, that's what this area is. We also have a disc golf course that runs through the park. It starts in our day use area and kind of comes around through the primitive area, and it'll come out over by the cabins and then make a big loop back to the day use area. I'm in the process of doing some upgrades to it so we can try to get a professional disc golf tour to stop here every year, make it a professional tour stop. We're just on the end part of actually making that happen, so I think that's going to happen and be really good for the area and for the park itself. It's always good to have a professional tour stop in any of the state parks, but we're fortunate and honored for it to be able to be us that we can do this. This area that we're in here, this is one of our 3 developed campgrounds. We have 76 campgrounds total. This particular campground has 25 sites. They are developed. Like this camper back here, he's hooked up to water, electric, and sewer, and we got that on all our sites. Each individual campground has its own bathhouse. You can get your showers if you don't have a big camper. You can just go up there and take your showers or whatever. You can put tents in this area also. So it's just a good, safe place for people to go and get out in nature. As I said, that's part of our job, is to provide a good, safe, secure place for people to get out and to fish and camp and just spend time in the outdoors. Well, as you can see, now we are in our trails area. We have 35 miles worth of ATV, ORV, and horse trails. You can hike and mountain bike on these trails also if you want to do that, but this is the area where they can ride. We do have a campground here for them. They can actually ride their four-wheelers or their horses up to the campsite here, where the other campgrounds, they have to be trailered, so we don't allow them just to drive up and down the roads. Of course, we have six stalls here. There's 3 on either side. Now, we do allow you to rent the horse barn to keep your horses overnight. We do have a round pen in the campground over here that you can put them in. This is one of the busy areas of the park. We have a lot of riders that come from all over. Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia. Got some that come up from Louisiana and Florida quite regular just to ride the trails. We got, like I said, this is another good area to view wildlife, and it's just a constant place to have some fun. You can come out and ride. You have to wear your helmets on any motorized vehicles. Horses, you don't have to wear a helmet. You have to fill out waiver forms, and we do that at the office, and your parents will have to do them for you. But other than that, we don't allow any double riding unless the bike is made for it from the factory. Add-on seats don't count. But other than that, you can just come out and have a good time. We're in the office now here at Trey State Park. This is our gatehouse and is our office. It doubles up as the same thing. That stringer of bass that I was talking about that everybody asked about is right above my head. It was caught by one guy in one day. The total amount of weight was 63.78 pounds. It was caught in 1983, but now we have fish coming out of this lake all the time that's 7 pounds, 8 pounds, and that's about the average of those fish up there. We also sell discs for our disc golf course. So we love for people to come out and enjoy the course, and this is where you would call or come to make reservations for the camping and cabins. Or if you have any questions on anything on the park, we're always happy to help you out. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our look at the park. We would love for y'all to come out and visit us and come spend some time with us out here at Trey State Park. Like I said, we're open year round, so the opportunities to come out and enjoy nature and enjoy time with your family is always available.